The Charlotte Hornets are a team that has never really seen much success in the NBA, with their last playoff appearance being in 2016, now having 3 straight seasons with 55 or more losses. The Hornets this season have taken the world by storm. You got one of the brightest rookies coming out of the draft in Knueppel being able to create his own shot off the dribble, but also being the greatest three-point shooting rookie that we've probably ever seen. You got Brandon Miller, who has shown and proven himself as a 3-level scorer. You've got some good efforts all around of people buying in on the defensive side of the ball recently, with the team having the 5th best defensive rating in the NBA in the month of January at a 109.6. But the common denominator for this team has been LaMelo Ball not only stepping up a little bit on the defensive end, but he has definitely proven himself as a playmaker and decision maker, and he has been demanding a lot of attention offensively. He is able to really get everyone on this team to click. Coach Charles Lee has gotten everyone to buy into this system. LaMelo, for most of his career, has kind of played that AAU style of basketball, that Chino Hills style. But this is the most under control LaMelo Ball that we've seen, and it's paying off as the Hornets are 10-5 in their last 15 and 7-1 in their last 8. Not just in this team playing incredible, having their starting 5 together with Moussa Diabate back in the lineup, is that the LaMelo Ball experiment in Charlotte is finally paying off. Now, before we really get into what has made LaMelo so successful this season and the team as a whole, please make sure to subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot. A lot of you guys are not subscribed. Make sure to turn on that notification bell. Please leave a like on the video. The narratives around LaMelo Ball going into not only this season, but controlling a lot of his time in the league have been that he is not a guy that can really play winning basketball. Me, myself, I was under part of this narrative as well, but I'm so happy to say that I've been wrong about this team. When you look at some of the just stupid, absolutely ridiculous numbers, in the month of January, the Hornets had a 121.1 offensive rating, the best in the entire NBA. But you want to hear when it really gets crazy? The starting lineup: LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Knueppel, Miles Bridges, and Moussa Diabate, all together 167 minutes played, 143 offensive rating, and a 116 defensive rating, giving them a net rating of a 27.1. What I have noticed the most, though, is that when LaMelo is on the floor, the offense just clicks in every way you'd want it to. He has been incredible as a playmaker, decision maker, but this team as a whole, the ball movement is just impeccable right now. LaMelo and Moussa Diabate, that pick and roll is something that you have to keep a close eye on, because LaMelo is a very shifty guy, and he can also throw up any shot he wants to and still get it to go in. When you're a defender, how are you supposed to guard the screen from Diabate, who is a very quick roller? And not just that, he's a very capable decision maker as well, able to kick it out to the corner, find his guys. You have to stop him from getting to the paint. You have to stop LaMelo, and overall, it's just a nightmare to try to deal with. Also, I've loved that a lot of these guys, they will go set a screen on any play that's needed to. LaMelo setting screens, Brandon Miller setting screens, Knueppel setting screens, pick and pop with any given player that's out there on the floor. Chances are they'll be able to get the ball dished back to him if LaMelo gets doubled. LaMelo, as we've mentioned though, his numbers don't pop out at you at all, and if anything, they're a little underwhelming. He's only averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 7.5 assists. The lowest scoring mark though since his sophomore season when he made the All-Star team. But the main difference is that he's not trying to run the entire show by himself this year, but he still demands the attention of a guy that can run it. But like, you look at LaMelo Ball's impact when he is on versus off the floor, offensive rating drops from a 124.1 to a 111.8, a 12.3 swing. Oh yeah, and the 3-point percentage drops from a 39.2 down to a 34.0. I've really liked some of the key pieces they've had off the bench as well. Tijon Salon is improving. He was written off as one of the horrible picks of the draft last year, and he has quickly been showing this year a big step to his game. The 3-point percentage is up to 44% this year. Ryan Kalkbrenner has had an amazing rookie year so far, playing some good minutes off that bench. He's just a high IQ defender, good rebounder. Colin Sexton has been a great punch off the bench, which he actually just got moved for Kobe White at the trade deadline, which just is going to upgrade that 6-man role even more. I also just really love when this team catches fire all at once. You look at the game against the Spurs, you got a really hot game from Brandon Miller in that one. He started off slow, and then that second quarter, he had 16 points in the quarter, and he was making everything 4-point play, catch and shoot threes. And that's what makes this team so dangerous, is that they have a lot of guys that when the ball is forced out of LaMelo's hands, they're able to kind of attack closeouts. They have so many guys willing to go get to the rim, get downhill. With Khan and Brandon Miller especially, those two guys are so good at just creating their own sort of offense. That's just a disaster for the team that has to put up with them for an entire 48 minutes. But look at how some of their offense operates right here. You get LaMelo, he's going to take the ball up, he gets the screen from Diabate, he rejects it, he pulls into the paint with Wembanyama there, hop across the lane and swing that ball out to the corner, contested three, but still knocks it down. Colin Sexton. Here's another example. This time it's Tijon Salon setting that screen for LaMelo. He's going to go ahead and draw both defenders. He's unable to get that pass to Tijon from where he has the ball. So what does he do? Low pickup. Donovan Mitchell windmills that ball and he swings it across the court to a Sexton three in the corner. Being so crafty as a ball handler and having those kind of moves in your bag as a finisher is just allowing him to also utilize that to become an even better playmaker than before. And again, it's just helping push this offense. The pace of this offense is crazy. They are one of the most fun teams to watch in the league right now. They have been the best offense in the month of January, as we mentioned. On the defensive side, they have been no slouch either. In that same span, they're 5th in defensive rating. On the offensive end, we've seen they have the pieces to kind of do everything, but defense is not at all what you would expect from this team. Everyone being bought in on that side of the ball has just worked wonders. Charles Lee, I think, has done a tremendous job turning this team around as well. People were calling for his head, saying he should be fired earlier this year. You look at the game they played against the Spurs, as we already brought up, but Moussa Diabate, I'm not kidding you, I've never seen him have a game like that in my life, but that's kind of what he's doing these days, is he's locking in on that defensive side of the ball. He did such a good job on Wembanyama. He just kind of made every shot that Wemby took difficult because obviously he's so athletic. He's got a big wingspan. He's able to contest those shots. And Sion James, you know, he's just a stocky defender. He's strong, able to kind of keep you from getting to your spots. And then you have those guys in Josh Green, Grant Williams, that also are able to communicate so well on that end. This team, the communication is a lot better. They're switching on things so much more fluently. They're not giving up wide open jumpers as much as they were before. That's probably one of the biggest differences for this team. In the month of January, the Hornets gave up 32.9% at the 3-point line, the 3rd best 3-point defense in the NBA. Compared to the month of November, in which they won only 4 of their 15 games, they went 4-11. They gave up 40.2% at the 3-point line, the worst in the NBA. So since then, they have completely flipped it around. This is the kind of insane play that we're talking about on the defensive end. Watch what Grant Williams does on this play right here. So Wemby, after setting the screen here, Stephon Castle has the ball up top and he sees Wemby has the post-up mismatch he wants on Josh Green. So Grant Williams quickly calls for the switch and he's going to go ahead and get Wemby, as that's a lot less favorable matchup. Josh Green comes up and as Cornette sets the screen here, switch again. Josh Green jumps to contest the pass and Diabate catches that lob from a mile away and he's going to go ahead and swat that away. They forced a shot clock violation. This team has just been beautiful to watch. I just hope that going forward, they're able to maintain this. They're looking like a team that's pushing to make the playoffs, which is crazy to even say after what we've kind of seen the past couple of years, you know, the bad health. As of right now, everyone's out there playing and they look incredible. LaMelo Ball has been the head of the snake, and offensively, they have been able to rely on him. And when this whole team is bought in, the culture has shifted in Charlotte. This is looking like a team that wants to win basketball games and is going to, and I'm hoping they can actually make a playoff push soon. Right now, they're sitting at 11th out east, just behind Atlanta. I'm so happy to see that LaMelo is leading this team to playing winning basketball. In previous seasons, was was just not looking good. His health was very questionable. He has proven to us now that he should be good for the foreseeable future, and this team is in the exact position that they were looking for. What do you think of the Charlotte Hornets and LaMelo Ball specifically? I have had so much fun diving into this team, watching them recently. It was just such an unexpected jump from a team. They've won some insane games recently. They've taken down some of the top competitors, contenders in the league. They beat the Thunder. They blew them out, actually. They beat the Spurs. They beat the Lakers. They beat the Sixers. They beat the Magic. But for right now, we just better sit back in awe watching as this three-headed monster of Khan, Brandon Miller, and LaMelo take down some of the best teams in the league with ease. And this team is just getting started. Give them a couple seasons and this team could be absolutely disgusting, and you would not want to have to guard that in a playoff series. Thank you for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you have not already. I would appreciate it a lot. Turn on that notification bell if you have not already. I will see you next time, homie.